Good day! Hi, I'm Jovelyn Yurag from BSIT 2A in IFSO Ormoc City Campus. In this video, I present the two sort, the insertion sort and the bubble sort. Let's begin!
This is about insertion sort. This is a place comparison-based sorting algorithm. Here, a sublist is maintained which is always sorted. For example, the lower part of an array is maintained to be sorted. An element which is to be inserted in this sorted sublist has to find its appropriate place and then it has to be inserted there, hence the name insertion sort. How insertion sort works? We take an unsorted arrays. For our example, we have 5 elements. This is arrays and this is the index. First, we will do 15 and 5. We will be compared. 15 is greater than by 5. So, will happen is to be swapped. Now, this 5 is put in the index 0 and the 15 will be here in index 1. Second, 15 and 23. This is already ascending order because 15 is less than 23. So let's proceed to the index 2. Index 2 and index 3. 23 and 40 is already in ascending order. So no swapping will be happen again. And next, in index 3, we will compare in index 4. 40 and 18 is in not ascending order. 40 is greater than 80. So will be happen is to be swapped 18 and here 40. Now we will finish the swapping in this past one. So let's put the actual array is 15, 5, 23, 18, 40, 18. So the past one is this 5, 15, 23, 18, and 40. In this past one is not officially ascending order. So let's do again in the past 2. Let's begin for the same process. We will 15, 5 and 15 is already ascending order. 15 and 23 ascending order. 23 is in 18 is not ascending order. So in this happen, we will be swapped. 18 here is the 23. So the past 2 is 5, 15, 18, 23, 40. So 15, 5, 15, 18, 23, 40 is now as ascending order. now, we have also already a code of insertion sort. This is the pseudocode of an insertion sort, and this is the algorithm. Step 1, start. A means array. So step 2, read the array. Step 3, repeat step 3 to 8 for this code. So this. Then set this code here. Then step 5 is step 6. Repeat the step 6 and 7 while in this code. So this. Set this code here and set this code here for the end of the step 5 inner loop. Step 9, set this code, end of the step 2 outer loop. So this. Then step 5, exit. So now we will run this code like that example. Now we will give a 5 elements and 5 arrays para sa akong example ganiha sa kani actual array. So 15, 5, 23, 40, 18. Then ato na siya i-run. So mao ni siya ang actual array. So then the final sorted is 5, 15, 18, 23, and 40. Same sa example na ko ganina. 5, 15, 18, 23, 40. So that's all about insertion sort. And this tackle is about bubble sort. What is bubble sort? It is a basic sorting algorithm to sort array elements. It is compare the pair of adjacent elements for an array. If the order is wrong, it just swaps the elements. If there are n elements in the array, it iterates, loops, and times. In each iteration, one element is placed in order at the end of the array. So, how's bubble sort works? Let's take an array of elements 53, 36, 92, 32, and 57. In iteration 1, keep 1 a pointer to the first element and compare it with 36 is less than 53. So, this equation will be swapped. 36, 53. And now, after swap, this is the result. After that, increment the pointers to the second element. The 53. Compare it with the third element, 92. As 92 is greater than 53, do nothing. Will never swap be happen. So let's move in the third element. Third element compared to the fourth element. As 92 is greater than 32, just swap them. 92 and 32. and the result array 56, 53, 32, 92, and 57. Again, increment the pointers. Compare 92 with 56, 57. As 92 is greater than 56, and swap again. You can see the largest element has been reached in the last position. In the iteration 2, after the second iteration, the array is partitioned into the two parts. The second half is sorted. So, 36, we will compare 36 and 52. These two elements are already ascending order. And let's compare first element to the second element to the third element. 53 compared to the 32. So, 53 is greater than 32. In this situation, we will swap 53, 52, 32. I mean, to the let's to the third element, we will compare to the fourth element. So, it's already ascending order. To the fourth element and fifth element is also already ascending order. And iteration 3, we will swap first, we will compare first element and the second element. So, 36 is greater than 32. In this case, we will swap 36, 32. Second element and the third element is already ascending order. The third element and the fourth element is ascending order. Fourth element and the fifth element is ascending order. This array is the final sorted array of the bubble sort. So, let's proceed to the code, the Pseudocode and the algorithm. In the bubble sort, this is the pseudocode and this is the algorithm of the code. In the step 1, taking how many numbers user want to sort. Here, at step 2, taking numbers using the for loop for an array 10, and you can increase size or you can increase size of the array. You can use 12, 15, 16, 20, and above. Now we will use number 10. Step 3, the pseudocode. This second for loop is for sorting the elements of array. In this loop, we are starting I and j to 1. And I tell I greater than, less than, equal, n minus 1. And j tell j less than, equal, n minus 1. Using if, we are conditioning that if first element will be greater than next element, then it will interchange the element after this loop terminating. For this code, we have the element is sorting form. For the last step, this last for loop is printing the sorted elements in screen. So let's run the program to see the output. So let's see the output of this code. We will put 5 elements, and the 5 elements are 53, 36, 92, 32, and 57. 32, the bubble sort data is 32, 36, 53, and 57. It's just same like of this my example. That's all about my discuss about the two sort, the insertion sort and the bubble sort. Thank you.